You have heard so much about him. You have heard so much about him. But in a few minutes, you're going to hear from him.
No one can do it better.
That's what I'm looking for.
Talk to me, say something.
What's really going on?
Hey, what's up? How y'all be? Welcome back again to another episode of Stargell's World. I'm your host, the Bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. Not afraid to yell out what's real, nor speak what I feel. Carlos Stargell, the last, because when they made me, they broke the mold. Again, thank y'all so much for taking the time to check out the second show. Sorry that I apologize for being late. And I know I supposed to came on at 6:15, but hey, got to reminiscing with a friend of mine from Burlington, South Carolina, my boy, Ronnie Houston. And his father, uncle, was the late great Herman McGee, Clemson's finest. And if y'all remember the 1981 Clemson National Championship, Clemson Tigers, Herman McGee was a part of that. And I'm honored to know his folks, Ronnie Houston. But anyway, we got to talking and rapping, because you know, me and Ronnie, believe it or not, me and Ronnie, we actually met on Facebook, but we actually are good friends. I mean, I met a lot of cool people through him. And one person, and even though I knew Marshall Jones of the Ohio Players, but it was one person who I met through Ronnie, and I missed this. And the person who I'm talking about, I miss him so much to this very day. And if you remember Diamond, the drummer from the Ohio Players, I knew his brother. Me and Ronnie knew his brother, Kenny Williams. Now, Kenny was a real cool, classy guy. That joker was so cool. I enjoyed talking to him, just like I enjoyed talking to Marshall Jones. And one thing Kenny told me, and this was before Marshall died and before his death too. Kenny told me, he said, you got to be some kind of special cool if you close to Marshall Jones. He said, Marshall just don't be cool. Marshall don't be cool with any and everybody. I said, I know that. He said, but what was your secret, man? How did you and Marshall get so cool? I said, because real recognize real. And I had told him about a little incident that happened one time when this woman had the audacity to call this man a racist. I had to break down and tell her. She don't know how, I had to tell her she didn't know how to struggle. I told her, it's not about being racist. It's more about trust issues. He was older. I'm younger. We both brown people. No matter where we went, moved or lived on this earth or in this country, we always had got the bad end of the stick. But when we stand up for ourselves, they won't look at us as being troublemakers and just terrible people. And they not only the real criminals, but they the real shit stars.
Talk to me, say something.
And y'all know I'm telling the truth, and y'all know it's on the real too. So what happened, I actually told Marshall about the same thing I just said. I told that lady the same thing. What about trust issues and all that. And to be honest with you, I had to go in the potty. And I wasn't even in there, I wasn't even in there 5 minutes. I got out less 2.5 or 3 minutes. I looked at my phone, I got a notification. Said I had a message. So when I looked, it was Marshall Jones. He was like, thank you, Carlos. I can remember that part, but I know he said some nice stuff after that, but I was grateful for him. Let me know how much he appreciated me for what I did. And his daughter, Charlotte, my friend too, she actually told me directly, she said, thank you for sticking up for my daddy. I told her, I only speak up for people who I know that's in the right. Now, usually I mind my own business. I told her that. But I said, but when they said that he was a racist, I wasn't gonna have that shit. I said, it's bad enough we got them out here. The real racists are you know who the real racists are. Now, like I said, it's all about trust issues with us and how we was treated. And they think we supposed to act like we supposed to let that go. Y'all motherfuckers crazy as hell. And that is true because we don't let shit go like that. We might not say nothing, but it's in the back of our minds. And we do. And when we do strike, we come like a thief in the night. You never know when we coming. That's why you got to be careful how the hell you treat people. For real, because you never know what goes through a person's mind. People are crazy these days. But that's why they need to stress about they need more mental health facilities more than ever now because there's a lot of crazy MFs running the street now. And a lot of them in denial as well. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. And they think when we know something, and they think that we tell them something right, the first thing they think we crazy. But when it happens to them, then they want to get in their feelings or whatnot, or they want to say, oh, we made a mistake, we didn't mean, oh, shit the fuck up. Y'all know what y'all did. Y'all want to just start stuff which you can't finish. You want to dish out what you can't take. But you want to get in your feelings and round up your posse when shit don't go your way. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's why I say treat people. That's why I was telling my friend Randy. That's why you got to treat people like you want to be treated. And try not to burn no bridges if you can help it, because those same bridges you call yourself burning might be those same bridges you're gonna need to be crossing over troubled waters.
Talk to me, say something.
And that's on the real, for real. So what I'm saying too, continue to treat people like you want to be treated. Continue to strive to act on one accord. Live righteous, remain humble. And don't let nobody tell you nothing what you already know. And please, by all means, don't try to pretend to be more than who or what you are, or something that somebody you not. Just be yourself. You ain't got to go all out your way to kiss nobody where they want to be kissed to get along with them. If they can't accept it for you, who you are, my 2 words exactly, fuck them. And y'all know real is real. And then when the person tell you, when the person told me that it wasn't nothing fake about them, I looked at them like they were stupid. I said, I didn't even say it. I just gave them that look and left, basically saying in my mind, actions speak louder than words. If you weren't fake, you wouldn't have to say nothing. But since you said it, you lie to yourself when you say when you say stuff like that. I mean, I know they say your word is bond, but always remember, your actions always overpower your words.
Talk to me. Say something.
So stop saying if you gonna say something, not only if you're gonna say it, not only you mean it, but prove it. That's all you gotta do. And what they say, a sincere apology sometimes means change behavior. You can tell somebody you're sorry, but you got to really prove it by changing your behavior. Let them know that you mean it. Now, anybody can say they sorry, and they can say it till they blue in the face, but that don't necessarily mean you. Oh, and before I close out too, that's why I was saying that, because Ronnie was telling me about, I don't mean to put your business out there, Ronnie, but I got to say this. He said that somebody he knew burned bridges so bad that don't nobody want to be bothered with him. But like he said, he went out and bought a truck, and whoever he was staying with, and now he's sleeping in his truck. But somebody had told my friend that, you know, we couldn't tell him how he's supposed to feel. But one thing I did tell Ronnie, I told him, 2 wrongs might not make it right, but it damn sure makes it even.
Yeah.
He said, that is so true. He said, that you are so right. I said, cause it's the truth. He said, you come up with some stuff that make people want to. I said, man, I ain't just come up with this. I was hearing this growing up when I was a kid. Either it stuck to me or it came back to me later on in life. And that's why they always, and I'm just gonna say this before I go. Knowledge is king. Mind over matter. Think before you act. Think before you talk. Etc. Damn rough.
I like to hear that.
Yeah.
I like to hear that.
Well, that's my cue, y'all. Gotta go. And I promise Ronnie that I was gonna call him back, and I am. Ronnie, if you watch it, give me a few minutes. I got you, bro. But I want to thank everybody who took the time to check out and watch Stargell's World with the Bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of North Carolina. Not afraid to yell out what's real nor speak what I feel. Carlos Stargell, the last. Cause when they made me, they broke the mold.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the subscribers and viewers and those who haven't subscribed. Please be so kind to hit the like and subscription bell. And I really would appreciate that. Live chat is always open, available, and guests are welcome. Or you can just place your comments on the live chat. And just to let y'all know, Stargell's World will be back tomorrow. What time? I'm not sure, but you guys will be notified. But I'm gonna say this too before I'm just gonna say this one part before we go. Not a verse, but just this one part. I wish somebody here would catch on fire. That's all y'all gonna damn get. Fire in the Holy Ghost. That's all y'all gonna get. And I mean that, I meant that. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching Stargell's World. Catch y'all cats and kittens tomorrow. But until then,
See ya.
and y'all know I ain't trying to be ya.
I like to hear that.
No one can do it better.
Yeah.
See ya when I see ya. Peace, 2 fingers, and I'm out of here.